Hello, everyone, and welcome to TB Wrestling. Welcome to the first installment of what do we call it again? Call of Booking Fantasy Warfare. Yes.
Best title ever.
That's a very
we're
professional video.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of drinks before making that title up.
So we are going to do our booking for ending the Undertaker streak. Each one of us was given a different stipulation. So who had to do it, what type of match, and then like a different storyline stipulation. And we're going to release these one at a time with each person getting their own video. And yeah, so first up we have Rockstar Rip Parker. And remind everyone before you start, who gave you the stipulations and what the stipulations are.
I forgot who gave me this stipulation, actually, now I think about it.
Oh, wait, I think it was me. It was me.
The wonderful Tim gave me this wonderful stipulation. Stephanie McMahon has to beat the streak in a Bra and Panties match, and the winner gets control of the Undertaker IP.
Oh, man,
I
I'm
wish
excited.
this was beer. I wish this was beer right now. Honestly, the stuff I've got written down is like I've dropped a lot of acid, and this was a fever dream.
All right.
Right. WrestleMania 30. Brock Lesnar loses to Undertaker, but it takes a lot out of Undertaker. So basically, the whole match is the exact same. He still gets concussed, but instead of getting hit with the third F5, he counters it into a choke slam, 1, 2, 3, because I don't trust him to pick up someone whilst concussed for the tombstone. Just saying. The next night on Raw, Triple H comes out and addresses a new mission of his. Not only is NXT his priority, finding someone to end the streak has become his new mission. So every year, Hunter's going to choose one person at Royal Rumble to be the person to go against Taker. And this is the list of the people I chose for it. 31, Bray Wyatt, keep it the same as it was, but better build. 32, Shane McMahon, because Trips was probably smoking some weed or something. WrestleMania 33, Luke Harper. And then at WrestleMania 34, Lars Sullivan. And that is meant to play into what comes next. So Lars Sullivan doesn't beat him. And at the Royal Rumble, before WrestleMania 35, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon come out, and Triple H is furious at himself. He thought that if he couldn't rely on some of the main roster guys, he could rely on an NXT guy. And that's how Lars Sullivan gets called up to the main roster without all the anxiety. But before he can announce who from NXT will be taking on The Undertaker at WrestleMania, the dead man comes out. Bong, bong. Everything, all the theatrics. Then, Taker comes out and says, it doesn't matter who you choose, because regardless, no one can beat the dead man, and no one you can choose from NXT, nor Raw, nor SmackDown will ever hold a candle to me. We're starting to see a bit of a cocky side to Undertaker, especially because Shane, Harper, and Lars Sullivan were tough fights, but still Taker won with ease, realistically. And you have an angry stare down. Triple H is furious at Taker calling out NXT and saying that none of them can hold a candle to him. So, as the godfather of NXT, Triple H says, right, that's it. I've had enough of your bullshit. You're facing me at Mania. But before Taker can agree, no chance! That's what you got. Vince McMahon comes out. Now, Vince comes out and says, Hunter, you've already had 2 chances against Undertaker, and you couldn't do it anytime. You couldn't even do it in Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels to help you out. So, I've had a genius idea, because I'm a genius. He gets 2
That's good shit.
This is real good shit. He has 2 stagehands come out with 2 ginormous roulette wheels. And he spins both of them. One has every official member of the WWE roster, including some part-time talents. And on the other side is every single match stipulation, barring the wrist ever.
Oh my God.
Let me just point this out. Stephanie and Bra and Panties match are literally the smallest option there. Vince has tried to rig this so they won't come up, but he's put them up there for a bit of shits and giggles.
So it's kind of like when Raw did that Raw Roulette or something, or when they had the spinny wheel for all the fair play.
Honestly, God, that was the best way I could think of actually getting this match to happen, especially in WWE's like women can't fight men, men can't fight women landscape, especially at the time. As it lands on Stephanie and as it lands on Bra and Panties, the whole crowd erupts, being like, "Oh my God!" thinking this isn't going to happen. Taker turns his eyes from Vince to Hunter to Stephanie, as Stephanie has crapped her pants. And I don't mean she's literally crapped her pants, but if you want to think she crapped her pants, go with that. And then he looks at her, he continues to look at her and says, "Stephanie, a long time ago, I said to you, where to, Stephanie? I guess it's time we go to WrestleMania." You know, something along them lines of being really cheesy and corny, and calling back to the Mystery of Darkness days, because that is going to come up again.
Jesus Christ.
So Vince ups the ante, and Triple H agrees to this. Stephanie is not allowed any say in the matter with this. Triple H and Vince have said whoever wins will get control of the Undertaker IP, meaning that if Mark was to ever leave the company or go or do stuff outside, like when he was going to do Starrcade, he is not allowed to go as Undertaker. He is no longer allowed to do anything outside the company as Undertaker. And if they want, they can stop him ever being Undertaker again. This is important. Chapter 2. Oh, fuck. In the build-up, we see Undertaker's training, and we see Undertaker, you know, down his like a home gym, like doing weights, like trying to make sure he stays in the best shape possible, because Undertaker fears that they're going to do shenanigans. And now that he's IP, now that the name, the Undertaker, the legacy of Undertaker is really on the line now, he wants to make sure he is in fighting shape. Firstly, establishing A, the Undertaker does not trust the McMahons, and B, the McMahons are assholes. During this time, you may be thinking, what's Steph doing? Steph is finding every single employee, past and present and future, including NXT, and is going, "Do you mind maybe fighting Undertaker for me in a Bra and Panties match?" Let's just say there's comedy ensues, because I'm going to have her ask people like Otis Dozovich, Tucker Knight, Montez Ford, and I'm even going to have her ask Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, just because I think that would be hilarious of her trying to ask them men in particular, "Do you mind doing a Bra and Panties match with Undertaker at WrestleMania? You know, the grandest stage of them all. Do you?" They're all going to say, no. Otis will actually put on lingerie though, and he'll look sexy in it because I'm going to make sure he looks sexy in it. Then, at Elimination Chamber, it's time to sign the contract. Triple H is out there before the contract can be signed and calls out Taker. Triple H pleads to Taker to not do the match. Triple H is scared that Stephanie's going to get hurt, and he doesn't want his children to see Stephanie hurt and injured by the big bad Undertaker. Before Undertaker can even say something, Stephanie McMahon's music hits. She storms out to the ring, and before it says anything, slaps Triple H as hard as she physically can round the face and screams at him, "How dare you say that I'm weak like this? How dare you call out who's meant to be my opponent and act as if I've got no chance in hell? How dare you?" Because this is going to be around the time of the women's revolution, and obviously women are just as good as men. And that's not me trying to be sarcastic. That's just me saying this could be used as a sort of as part of that storyline where Steph is the face of women's wrestling. Stephanie is furious, keeps slapping Triple H between every word. So it's like, "How dare you say this about me, you cuck?" And during this time, Undertaker's just watching and being like, "I don't know why I was training so hard. They're torn themselves apart." Stephanie signs the paper, signs the contract, gets Mark to sign it, pushes it against his chest saying, "Sign it, big prick." She is absolutely on a rampage. She wants blood. She feels that she has been embarrassed by her family and has been embarrassed by her dad, and now she wants to take it out. And frankly, she's going to take it out on Undertaker. Undertaker signs it, and then Stephanie bitch slaps Triple H so hard he goes through the table, because I just want to see that happen one day, and this is the best chance for me to see it. Now, in the build-up from Elimination Chamber to WrestleMania, we see Taker training and we see Stephanie training. She's in the ring and she's learning, and we're going to have her in the ring with people like Shawn Michaels, with people like Brian Kendrick. We're going to have her in the ring with technically savvy, smaller guys, because in this matchup, she is the smaller guy against the big guy. So it makes sense for her to be in the ring training with people that have always been normally the smaller guy in the fight. Again, Brian Kendrick, again, is on the Cruiserweight division, as in 205 Live. So it's someone that people are going to recognize, as well as Shawn Michaels. And hopefully she'll be able to hit a sliced bread number 2 better than even Marie ever could. Mania comes, Steph gets her big entrance, and I'm half tempted to have it be that the ramp for WrestleMania 34 has lit up on it women's powers, women's rights, and it just goes through like all this stuff because, you know, women. Again, not trying to take the piss. I just think it's funny the fact that they try and make Stephanie McMahon the face of the women's division and the women's evolution. So you might as well go all in on it. She gets the big pyro, she gets big everything. Everyone was probably expecting Triple H to come out to a ringside, but Triple H is nowhere to be seen. In fact, no one has seen him all night at all, and no one's seen Vince. So put the idea in the head that something might happen. You get Undertaker and Druids line the entranceway in caskets. They all flip open the caskets at the first thunder crack of the entrance theme. And then Taker rises up from the ground. But before he can fully rise, sledgehammer to the face. Triple H has ruined Undertaker's entrance at Mania. Stephanie is furious. Stephanie spends 5 hours running up the ramp, because this is a big WrestleMania-style ramp. Gets to the top where Triple H is beating up Undertaker and says to him, "What are you doing? I told you to stay away. This is my fight. I don't need you to help me anymore." Triple H pushes her aside, saying, "I'm doing this for your own good," and continues to wail on him. That's when Kane comes out and takes out Triple H, chokeslamming him off the WrestleMania stage. Triple H is out. Kane jumps down to make sure he can't get back up. Stephanie goes back to the ring, holding Taker up, trying to help him get to the ring so they can start the match officially. Before you say, "Where's the bra and panties?" Stephanie McMahon rips off her entrance attire to reveal the bra and panties. Taker rips off his entrance jacket to reveal the bra and panties over his normal wrestling gear, and looks at her going, "I'm fucking Mark Calloway, I'm Undertaker. Do you really think I was going to wrestle in actual bra and panties? Let's be real." And the bra's got like little Taker logos on the nipple side of it and on the crotch, because, you know, branding, and you can sell it on WWE Shop, I guess. The match starts, and a lot of it is Stephanie McMahon avoiding being hit by Taker. It's a lot of her dodging, weaving, and kind of climbing around him and stuff. Not hitting any major offense, but get more guerrilla tactics of like chops here, slaps here, punches here and there, a little bit of a kick. It gets to the point where Kane and Triple H have been fighting in the crowd, which no one realized, and they've spilled out over to the ringside. Taker and Steph look at both of them being like, "What are you doing? We're trying to have our fight here. We're trying to fucking get this over and done with." The distraction is all Stephanie McMahon needs, because she rolls up Undertaker 1, 2, 3. No finishers. There was no tombstone pile driver attempts. No choke slams. Nothing at all. A roll up ended the streak, and the fans go mega ballistic at this. This is, in turn, has made Stephanie McMahon the greatest heel in professional wrestling history, because not only has she ended the streak, but she's shown the disrespect by ending the streak in bra and panties and rolling up one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time. So from now on, if you ever want to make mega heat with any single one of the women's division, just put her in a feud with Stephanie McMahon, and you are going to get a dynamite feud. And in turn, Undertaker is no more in the WWE for now. There is a little like side story I made where you could have had it the DX attacks, and then Kane comes out to save the day. But I thought this way it was a bit more fun and a bit more of a dick move on my behalf, by making it that Taker has lost it by a roll up.
I should have made the stipulation. You have to make Stephanie the face. Should have made that the stipulation.
You should have, but let's be real here. Stephanie McMahon versus Undertaker, the only one that's going to be a face in that situation is Undertaker, because Stephanie McMahon has spent the past 6 years slapping every man on the roster and never getting her comeuppance till WrestleMania. This way, She didn't get her comeuppance, and she, again, ended the streak. If you're going to have Stephanie end the streak, you've got to make her the biggest heel the company's ever seen. Bigger than her dad and bigger than Hunter ever could be. In fact, if anything, I've made her the top bitch of the McMahon family now.
So is she the Undertaker now?
No, she just owns the right. So anytime something sells...
Oh, okay. I thought that she had to become the Undertaker, not just own the rights to it.
That's kind of what I was implying, but I'll give it to you.
No, because the bit I added onto this, because again, I wasn't going to address this, but a follow-up to this was going to be that Stephanie starts trying to find someone to become the next Undertaker and have it kind of be like Rey Mysterio, how Rey Mysterio took the name from his dad and how they've kind of set up Rey Mysterio to give the name onto Dominic once it comes about. So in essence, trying to make the Undertaker sort of a legacy character for the McMahons to just abuse in a way. And until she finds someone, she gets all the merchandise rights to the Undertaker. So anytime you buy a Tombstone Piledriver t-shirt, Stephanie McMahon gets the money.
Cool. All right. Anything else on this one? We're going to wrap this one up.
Any questions?
I don't think so. I think that was as good as...
I don't know. I think that was bizarre enough. I don't think it needs any questions.
How else was I going to do this?
Yeah, there's no way of making sense of it, but...
That's why I was really comical with the entrances and the giant roulette wheels.
Awesome. Well,
Good
great.
effort.
So stay tuned for the next 3 booking videos in Call of Booking Fantasy Warfare series, and also stay tuned for the Judgment, where we'll also say what the next thing's going to be. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks. Bye.